All right, back real quick. I now have the header installed from MSDS. I just got off the phone with Marty in Glendale, and he cleared up a few remaining questions I had. We should be about good to go. I will be doing a startup and run video tomorrow because it is dark now. So I just wanted to do a quick, show you really quick the O2 extensions that I did. This is the secondary one right here, and I routed it up and it goes down into there. And basically I connected two of the two old O2 sensors, secondary O2 sensors together. It didn't take much. That one's already fairly long, and it was relocated down under the car, down over here. I don't know if you can see that well. It's kind of dark, but it's mounted behind the cat that I welded up and put into place to take the place of the test cat. So it still has a cat in it. Just doesn't have it in the exhaust manifold anymore because I'm running the MSDS header. And I routed, you can see where I routed the extension for the O2 harness up underneath the car. And I basically did that so that the entire thing is plug and play. I didn't have to cut and splice any or lengthen the wires on any of my O2 sensors. This basically makes it plug and play. The extensions are zip tied in place, routed out of the way. Here's the primary one, starts off right here and goes, I have it routed down around the along the firewall, down, and it goes into that side because this is a Gen 2 header. That's really the only difference between the Gen 1 and Gen 2 header, other than the downpipe. The lower downpipe is different, has a ding in it to clear the cross member. But on the primary part of the header itself, that's the only difference. It has the O2 sensor goes out that way on the bottom instead of over here. I am not using this one. I could have just used the regular length. The stock O2 sensor would have went right into here. I wanted it so that it's gathering data from all the cylinders, not just the one primary. I may change that later. I might put a wideband in down there. I highly doubt it, though. This is a commuter car, so. And Marty included this bung, so I could plug that up since I'm not using it. And it gets the O2 sensor out of the way because it would be sticking out around here, which would starting to get a little close to my air oil separator. So that's basically it for this video. Just a real quick one to show how I did the extended wires. All I did was go to a junkyard. I snipped off the length, just the wires off of the other O2 sensors, and I snipped off this section right here. And I have this connector on one end of the extension harness and the normal connector for the O2 sensor on the other. And all that does is extend it up to where I can route it to where it's going to be out of the way and get to the O2 sensors where I have them located. One thing I will tell you though, when you're doing this, be sure that you get the proper primary O2 sensor. The secondaries all seem to be the same, but the primary one, mine was a 5-wire, and the first one that I got from the junkyard was a 4-wire, so be sure and take along this connector right here for your primary when you snip these off. So you need to find one that's a 5-wire if you have a 5-wire connector. But that's about it for now. I'll probably put the startup video on tomorrow. I'll do that when I have some time and there's a little bit of light left in the day. So that's it for now. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.